Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. Just want to make sure everything's okay over here.
Okay.
And interesting topic for sure. And see if you follow the line of thought here. As we see, fine dining ware country, brain control warfare work has been revealed.
Yeah, I mean, they reveal it now, but we know it's been going on and on and on forever.
I heard that music. Remember the music and the cheesy movies? Dum dum dum.
Dun dun dun. The shark
Yes.
music. Dun dun dun. Yep.
Yes. The Commerce Department imposed sanctions on Chinese technology companies. An announcement last week revealed that China's military is engaged in dangerous work related to brain control warfare research. The announcement of the sanctions provided limited specific details of the work by the Chinese Academy of Military Medical Sciences and 11 related Chinese research institutes. Commerce Bureau of Industry and Security said that the Academy and its affiliates are using biotechnology processes to support Chinese military end uses and end users, including the purported brain control weaponry. However, 3 reports by the People's Liberation Army obtained by Inside the Ring shed light on the depths of China's brain warfare research and show it's been underway for several years. The translated 2019 report discussed developing brain control weaponry as part of what Chinese officials call the intelligentization of warfare.
That's kind of a mouthful. Intelligentization.
Yeah, making warfare smarter.
Making warfare fun. That's horrible.
Right?
Sorry.
Well, that's kind of a draconian way of looking at things, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. You take something that's already horrific and then you glorify it and make it, sound like it's not so bad.
Yes. According to one of the reports, advances in science and technology are leading to upgrades in methods and ability to subdue enemies. War has started to shift from the pursuit of destroying bodies to paralyzing and controlling the opponent. Interesting. The focus is to attack the enemy's will to resist, not physical destruction, it said. Interesting, is it not? Brain science is being used to extend warfare in the sphere of human consciousness, causing the brain to become the main target of offense and defense of new concept weapons. To win without fighting is no longer far-fetched, it said. Interesting. That's a quote from Sun Tzu. The report, which was published in the official military newspaper PLA Daily, also asserted that China is merging 4 major technology fields for military purpose: NANO, BIO, information, and cognition. The intended result will be enhanced individual capabilities. Future human-machine merging will revolve around the contest for the brain. The 2 combatant sides will use various kinds of brain control technologies and effective designs to focus on taking over the enemy's way of thinking and his awareness, and even directly intervene in the thinking of enemy leaders and staff, and with that produce war to control awareness and thinking, the report said. A second Chinese report, also from 2019, disclosed that the brain-machine interface is part of Beijing's plan for the development of intelligentized warfare. The second report said, interactive intelligentization will involve direct control of machines using thought through mature brain-machine interface. Fused
intelligentization.
Yes.
Yes. It's a mouthful.
Yeah. It's too hard. We haven't had enough coffee this morning.
I know, it's not one of those nice words that roll off the tongue either. It's like, gish.
So it involves integrating humans and machines toward the goal of creating enhanced human physiological and cognitive capabilities. And the third report published by the PLA revealed that the China Electronic Technology Group is working on brain confrontation technology for warfare. Among its various research focuses are brain control technologies such as measuring neuronal sorry guys, activity in the brain and translating neural signals into computer signals, establishing unidirectional or bidirectional signal transmission between the brain and external equipment. Research is also being conducted on neurodefense technology, such as leveraging electromagnetic, biophysical, and material technologies to enhance human brain's defense towards brain control attacks. One brain enhancement technology involves wearable equipment that stimulates or manipulates brain electrical activities. Another is the use of brain implanted microchips or other computer interfaces that enhance brain functions. In sanctioning the Chinese institutions, the Commerce Department said the research activities are contrary to U.S. national security and foreign policy. The other institutes hit with sanctions include China's Institute of Health Service and Medical Information, and it goes on. 11 institutes blacklisted. So isn't that really interesting? Okay, so different types of interfaces, some stuff wearable, some stuff implantable, brain control warfare, of course, with that whole Havana syndrome and all the different technologies that are out there. We see that there's technologies, we suspect there's technologies being used that are affecting people now, most definitely. And, so the U.S., as we see this headline, this is big news, really. Blacklist Chinese firms over brain control weaponry. And these, here you go again, the CCP is pursuing brain control weaponry for warfare. And meanwhile, when we look over at one of the major headlines today, immediately I was thinking, am I going to put two and two together here? We see there was an armed man with a hit list, including number 46, and the sickle maker on that list was arrested in Iowa, and he was a Californian. He was heading to the White House. Yes, authorities in Iowa have arrested a man who was found during a traffic stop to be carrying a rifle and had a hit list that included number 46 and the sickle maker. We kid you not. Quachua Brighteon Jiang from Merced, California, was taken into custody last week after allegedly telling police who pulled him over, he told them, for driving aggressively, that he was on his way to his White House. Why are you driving so, crazy? Well, I'm going to the White House.
Yeah.
Oh, really? And what are you going to do there? Well, yeah, this is to take out people in power is what he told them. That doesn't sound like somebody in their right mind, does it?
No, it kind of feels like somebody's being hacked. Their brain is being hacked.
Yeah, and they found an AR-15, right? Body armor, medical kits, grappling hook. And he had a whole bunch of lists, including former presidents, as you see, Clinton and Obama. And also, this guy, the Zuckerberg guy.
Yeah, if I wasn't mistaken, it's almost like they're maybe setting something up to bring in some other kind of technology to help protect other people.
So he stated that he believes he's the only person remaining who can free the United States of evil. And he said he would do whatever it takes to basically fight the evil demons at the White House. And so he's 25, and again from Merced, California. Very interesting, very, very strange and interesting. And this is As you see, this is the actual documentation. Yeah, isn't it curious, like the timing? You have this going down. Meanwhile, we have this revelation of Chinese brain control technology. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm sure this is just another one of those weird coincidences.
It's got to be, because it's not like they would already have this stuff being out and tested on just strange people or just anybody. I mean, what kind of government would do that to its own citizens?
Well, yeah, that's a big question. China has unveiled a new plan for smart manufacturing. It's going to digitize the operations of 70% of its domestic manufacturers by 2025. There's that year again. We see a year and often.
We have been seeing it a lot lately, yeah.
And we do see another warning. The U.S. will face unbearable price on Taiwan if anything happens. That's from China warning. But you know what's fascinating is all you got to do is type in DARPA and do a Google search, and you'll find that, you know, DARPA, which is a U.S.-based intelligence agency and scientific agency, well, they develop non-surgical brain interfaces to control drones, for instance, and to be working on things like super soldiers. And over the past 18 years, DARPA has demonstrated increasingly sophisticated neural technologies that rely on surgically implanted electrodes to interface with central or peripheral nervous systems. And again, this can be done to, help soldiers with need prosthetics, but it can also be done to create super soldiers. I would think that this would have some brain control capacity too, wouldn't you?
Most likely, yeah.
And here we see again how DARPA drives brain-machine interface research and has been funded very handsomely over decades. And again, neuro and NANO as well technology. So, what we see is that, everything that the fine dining ware country is doing, well, this one has been doing too for a very long time, And again, is this really against, country against country, or is that the rationale?
Or is that the illusion?
Right. Is that the rationale? Is that the illusion? And the reality is, again, the 1/10 of 1% and the masses. And then, of course, Facebook is being rebranded as Meta. Everybody into the Metaverse. Virtual reality back in big tech. And we had a person that we knew that owned a restaurant, out in Nevada, and invested tens of thousands of dollars into a game, real estate in a game. And I couldn't understand that. And actually, he made money on that. And to me, it's kind of like it's a game, but I guess this type of stuff is done where people are playing these games and literally spending thousands of dollars on cyber real estate in a game.
Yeah. I mean, for them, it's a really big deal. That's the world in which they have chosen to make their reality. Even though you and I see it totally, completely different, this is the world in which many people want to live in. I think part of it is because it's so hard to live in your own skin in this world, in this day and age. It can be very difficult. So I feel like big tech is making it easy for people to escape.
Most definitely. And why AR, not VR, will be at the heart of the metaverse. And this is where we're heading, is this virtual reality. But when you look at it, are we already in a virtual reality? Are we already in a simulation created by Source in a sense? God with the big G, and that oneness. This is all part of that mystery, the great mystery that the ultimate reality is we are all one. And we are basically that source exploring itself throughout a myriad of different types of life forms. And then we have this artificial component that wants to duplicate everything, which we've talked about. You know, we have the ascension going on, and then there's this like descension that is going on in a way technologically. We've talked about very much how it's like Agent Smith when he sticks his hand in somebody and turns them into a clone, assimilates them into the Borg using Star Trek terms. I think we could clearly see that, you know, this is really what feels like is happening on the bigger scheme of things.
Yes, it is. And, you know, they're making it very easy for people to just step into these fake realities. You know, boy, that's like an oxymoron, the fake realities. But it's true. And they're making it really simple for people to just step in and escape your God-given right to come here and explore yourself and explore creation, use all of your senses. And they're just sort of trapping that in this different place.
As you see this headline, Metaverse property mogul touts tenfold appreciation in virtual real estate portfolio. It's all about the location. Yeah, all about the location.
Mm-hmm.
In a VR, in a virtual reality. Interesting, is it not? I mean, it's wild. The CEO of tokens.com in a USA Today report estimated his Metaverse portfolio is valued about 10 times more than its purchase price. Tokens.com Metaverse Group last month bought virtual land for then record $2.43 million. Plans to develop this virtual area into a destination for luxury brands. You know, it's just wild. We know that from quantum physics that our reality basically takes form when it's looked at, when it's noticed. It's all about the observer. You know, it's that whole particle wave duality thing that's going on. And then we have this virtual component. Now, the thing is, they've already told us where this is going. This is a war over your mind, controlling your thoughts, and basically winning a war, perhaps without destroying anything, but by totally controlling people. Totally controlling people.
Mm-hmm. They've definitely been on this trail for a very long time. You know, by the time we hear about it, it's been, I don't know how many years in the making and testing. So they take all these things that are testing and they kind of use us as guinea pigs, and then, you know, they bring it out and say, oh yeah, by the way, here's this new thing, when all along it's been being used on us the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, think about that infamous MKULTRA, which is a reality. I mean, it's a reality. It's a fact. And, you know, there's so much that's been declassified. That's just facts. This is what is going on right now. It has been going on for decades again. Maybe even far longer than we realize. There's another component that I'm going to wait to talk about it on Evolutionary, as this one's going up on EEARTS, just because it sheds light on everything that's going on right now upon the planet, especially in regards to that plague upon the land.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, thank you so much for being part of the family. Thanks for your support on Ko-Fi and Patreon. We couldn't do it without you. And
can I just say a huge thank you to Miss Terry? Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate you and enjoy you. Thank you.
Most definitely. Thank you, Terry, and all the other wonderful family members out there that keep us going and keep us sharing and spreading and trying to help others illuminate and get the light bulbs going on, and try to wake up the world to the reality of what's really been going on under our noses and perhaps inside our brains.
Yep, we do our best.
As always, much love. Namaste.
Namaste.